Anime didn't just entertain me, it clonatized me. It moved into my brain, arranged all furniture, and disappeared. And suddenly, nothing in my actual life looked right anymore. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It starts innocent. Someone puts Naruto on TV and you watch this kid, no parents, no friends, whole village hates him, and he just refuses to quit. And your little brain goes, oh, so that's how life works. You observe it all. The rivals, the rock bottom moments, the comeback, the monologue. That's your blueprint now. Congratulations! You've now installed a completely unrealistic operating system in your brain. Then real life starts happening. And real life is not a shonen arc. Real life is your alarm going off and your soul leaving your body. Real life is trying to talk to someone you like, and instead of the music swell and meaningful eye contact, you say, ah, yeah, and then walk away. Real life is your training arc being going to the gym twice in January. In anime, the protagonist always has a direction, a North Star. Every struggle points towards something. And then someone asks you, what do you want to do with your life? And you have absolutely no idea. The mismatch between clarity anime promised and the fog real life gives you, that hits different when you finally notice it. Here's what I actually had to sit with. Anime didn't just lie to me, it gave me a framework of meaning when I didn't have one. When the world was confusing and big and nobody was explaining it, a story about someone who suffers and grows and finds their purpose made my brain go, oh, so that's what life is supposed to feel like. That's not nothing, that's actually kind of beautiful. The problem wasn't the lessons, it was that I never learned how to translate them, because the real version of I'll never give up isn't waking up every day feeling like I'm fire. It's waking up tired, confused, and maybe a little sad, and doing it anyway. And that knowing who you are moment I kept waiting for, I finally understood Naruto didn't start certain either. He just had one thing he kept repeating until it became true. That's not certainty, that's commitment. You don't have to feel the fire every morning. You just have to pick a direction and keep walking, even when it's boring, even when it doesn't feel cinematic, even then, especially then. I still watch anime. Last week I cried at the same scene I always cry at. Nothing's changed, but I stopped being angry at my life for not being an arc. I stopped waiting for the moment, the rival, the power-up, and I started noticing what actually was there. The friend who texted at a weird hour because they just knew, the day something finally clicked after months of nothing. Those don't come with orchestral music. They're quiet and they're real. Maybe anime didn't ruin us. Maybe it just made us people who know how to want something deeply. Now the work is you learning how to want the right thing.